first myth today is a bit of a strange one, but it's been around for a really long time, and it's time you knew the truth. The story in question claims that the song Softly As I Leave You was actually written by a man on his deathbed. As you dig deeper into this story, it says that the man had been in the hospital for a long time and he basically didn't want to see his wife see him die. So he basically wrote this song while she was sleeping so that when she woke up, she would leave, because if you know the song, the lyrics are actually about a man who sneaks out to cheat on his long-term partner. Among other people, Frank Sinatra had a hit with this song, but it was actually written many years earlier in Italy. Now, the actual story behind it, yeah, it's completely made up, but it certainly had help in becoming a popular music myth thanks to a man named Elvis Presley. You see, for whatever reason, during the 1970s, Elvis would actually tell this story as a lead into the song, and that's probably why a lot of people tend to believe it as truth, but in the end, it's completely myth. Our second myth today came via request, and it's the claim that composer Andrew Lloyd Webber actually had a hit based on a video game song. As the composer behind musicals like Cats, Evita, and of course Phantom of the Opera, it makes very little sense that he'd be involved with anything that had to do with video games, but strangely enough, this one's true. This happened back in 1992 when Webber teamed up with producer Nigel White, and the duo released a dance remix based on the theme music from the video game Tetris. I am not kidding. Working under the group name Dr. Spring, the song was a hit all across Europe, and while the duo never had similar success in that area, the question of whether or not Andrew Lloyd Webber did have a pop hit based on a video game is absolutely true. Our final myth today was also a big request that I received from a number of people, and it's the question of whether or not there's actually a second version of Michael Jackson's Bad that features the singer Prince on a second vocal. In many ways, this makes complete sense, as during that time, both singers were on top of the world. And it's also well known that the two were very good friends and worked together on a handful of projects. There's also the fact that Michael Jackson said a number of times that the song Bad was actually originally written to be a duet with Prince. And when you think about the style and the tone of the song, you can definitely hear how that could have happened. However, this one is sadly false, as the session never actually occurred. There are stories that circulate that claim that the only reason it didn't happen is because Prince didn't like some of the lyrics, but being simply a logical person, you have to think that if that was the only thing holding Prince from being in this, they would have changed the words. So yes, a duet between Michael Jackson and Prince was hoped for and planned for, but it never actually happened. So those are the myths for this week. I hope you enjoyed them. Be sure to check back here every single Thursday as I delve into some of the coolest stories in music history, and be here every day for all the music news, reviews, and knowledge you'll ever need.